Okay, so in this part I'm gonna explain to you how and why you have to use Hide My Ass and check that it is launched and connected and that you just change the server used by HMA. Sorry. So when you get on this page detects the IP you are connected with, and what you have to do is change it in order to post the next comment so that you won't be detectable by the spam protection systems. So what you have to do is go to HMA here and change to another server, for example this one, and connect in this one. Here you can see that the server, it tells me that the server you are trying to connect to is loaded more than 30% of all the other servers from the same location. Would you like to connect to this loader server instead? Click on no and pick one server yourself. Okay, otherwise it will send you on the same server and it is very likely that you will have the same IP. Okay, so pick another one. No, disconnect, pick another one. Alright, do that until you find a good one. Okay. Alright, you can see it's connecting, sorry. Alright, here up it's connected. Now you can go here and check that Hide My Ass is launched and connected. Alright, and that I just changed the server used by HMA. Okay, so but before I click on next step, I'm going to show you what you shouldn't do. For example, you are here in for example Canada, Quebec, Montreal, and you want to change the server. You have to change, for example here it will be, no, I'm gonna pick another example. Alright, so for example here in the US, Arizona, Phoenix, you're connected on this one, for example, and you want to change the IP. You have to go and at least to another city, alright, because otherwise all the IPs here are very identical. It means that they are from a little spectre, you know, and all the IPs look the same, and sometimes there are IPs that are blacklisted by the spam protection systems, and those IP that looks like each other sometimes are all flashed together and blacklisted IPs. Alright, so for example, if you're connected on Phoenix, you don't go to another Phoenix server, you go to Los Angeles server. If you're on Los Angeles server, you don't go to another Los Angeles server, you go to San Diego, etc., etc. And this goes for the cities and the same goes for here, Toronto. You don't go to another Toronto, you go to Montreal. And with the countries, you have, for example, here Croatia, changed to Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, etc. Don't always follow, connect to the next one or the one on the same city and things like that. Okay, you have to change a bit. So first thing not to do, and then the second thing not to do. For example, here you can see that you have a small icon here on HMA, and I can right click here and click on change IP address. This is not good at all because this will do exactly what I just told you not to do. It means that it will change your IP, which is this one, but you will stay on the same server here. Alright, so which means that the IP here will be nearly identical to this one, and if this one is blacklisted, the other one is very likely to be blacklisted too. Okay, so don't use this way to change the IP. Just do it manually, alright, and change it randomly, changing the city, changing at least the city all the time. Okay. Okay, and once you've done this, you can check the options here and click on next step.